am Mabel with Music Felon doing a Pick the Question Out of the Hat interview. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Matthew from Close Talker. And my name's Chris from Close Talker.
And would you like to pick a question out of the hat?
All right. The question, or do I hand it to you? Okay.
What's your favorite grade?
Favorite grade? Can I pass this to Chris?
Yeah.
What's our favorite grade? I think for me, my favorite grade was grade 11, and there's a reason. It's not just because of the timing of everything, but actually both Chris and I were in a special outdoor school program, so we spent most of grade 11 outside in the woods and under the snow and skiing and canoeing, and that was a really special year. What's your favorite grade? My favorite grade was grade 8, and our elementary school finished at grade 8, so at that point we were like the biggest kids in the school. We were king of the castle, and we had a really great teacher that played guitar in our classroom, and it was so fun. So that was my favorite grade.
And do you want to pick a question? And I can take that other question.
Yeah. Or should we put it back in the hat? Yeah. Do you want me to read this one?
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change? I'm pretty happy with myself. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with who I am. But sometimes I feel like I'm a bit too tall, and it really makes me uncomfortable on airplanes and things where my legs are too long. And I wish I could just like shrink my legs up for like 5 minutes at a time and then like go back to being normal afterwards. And for me, similarly, I would be okay with being 2 inches taller, because I'm not a tall man, as you can see. For the viewers who are listening, I'm not a tall man, and so I would be okay with being 2 inches taller.
And do you want to pick another question?
I would love to pick another question. Oh no, you read it. Sorry.
Sorry. Do you have a favorite place in like your hometown?
Okay. Do I have a favorite place in my hometown? Chris, do you have one? There's a couple of my favorite places. Right now, I think we really love going for breakfast. We love breakfast. It's our favorite meal. And I think one of my favorite breakfasts is a place called Natasha's. It's very simple, and it's at the rugby club. And it's just a very nice place where you can have a very simple breakfast and hang out with your friends. Our hometown is Saskatoon, Canada. My favorite place in Saskatoon, our city is kind of based around a river. So the riverbank, it's kind of vague to say the river is my favorite place, but we have a really beautiful parks and paths along the river. And my wife and I take our dog and our son, our baby, for walks all along the river, and it's a good place to be.
And do you want to pick a question? If we could only have one holiday, which holiday would you pick?
Oh, if you can only have one holiday, what holiday would you pick? Do you want to start? Okay, well, I think Easter is the most important holiday there is, and that might be controversial in these modern times, but I'm a big Easter guy. I think Christmas isn't special without Easter, and vice versa. I think Easter. I'm just gonna say it, Easter. For my family, Christmas is definitely my favorite holiday because all of my family gets together and we spend a very special time. Just paint eggs. We paint eggs. That's at Easter, actually. But it's just a really nice time to like reflect, and everyone's together. We don't have to work. We're just like having great food and being a family. So that's my favorite.
And what's the best advice you've ever received?
Wow, the best advice I've ever received. This one's kind of silly. Is it okay if I say something silly? My father once, and I think, to be fair, I think he was joking, but he told me to never trust a fart. Whatever that means. Sorry, Mabel. Was that inappropriate? Okay. I don't think I can follow that. That's a really great advice. Mine would probably,
I have other advice I'd like to say to remedy my awful comments earlier. My same father, my dad's a bit of a jokester, but he also told me when it comes to your friends and your family and your loved ones, he said never go to bed angry. So if you have conflict with someone, it's good, even though it's hard to sometimes deal with it, it's always best to deal with it and never go to bed angry. Is that good advice?
Yeah.
Do you have advice, Chris?
I think that's great advice. I think those are two good points of advice. Mine, it's KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And I live by that all the time. Keep it simple. Yeah.
That's a great Office reference.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you, Mabel. You're lovely.